Many years have passed. Today I am returning to my roots. I'm going back home to Pennsylvania. That's where it all began. I can remember my happy childhood, family ties, and friends. What can I expect? How has the town changed? What is it going to be like? Just 25 miles east of Pittsburgh, along the Pennsylvania Railroad tracks, in these green rolling hills, lies a small town called Jeannette. Earning the proud title of the American Workshop, Jeannette was responsible for a large amount of commercial glass productions. Today, when we look back on cities like Jeannette, the story remains one worth investigating. The city seems to have sagged under the weight of its own history. The locations may be different, but the people are the same.
Good evening. General Motors confirmed it today. It is going to close plants employing almost 30,000 workers.
Today, we are announcing the closing of 11 of our older plants.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and the closing of the steel mills. Jeannette, Pennsylvania, and the subsequent closure of the town's glass factories. With the destruction of these buildings, an era of history would be lost forever. My name is Ron Terpko. I was born and raised in Jeannette. As a young boy, I could not wait to grow up and move away. After I graduated from high school, I moved to California to start a new life. 25 years later, the desire to return would finally materialize. The massive changes that the town has gone through inspired me to document the story about Jeannette, the Glass City. History has it that sometime around 1843, the world's largest natural gas field would be discovered in this area. In 1888, an ambitious glass manufacturer by the name of H. Sellers McKee, who owned a glass factory in Pittsburgh, would relocate to this area because of the abundance of cheap fuel and easy access to the railroad facilities. What a perfect place to build a glass-making factory. He would build a town and name it after his wife, Jeannette. Then came the army of glassworkers to man McKee's factory. On Monday, May 20th, 1889, the first glass was blown. Shortly thereafter, with a friend and business associate, James H. Chamber, they would plan and build another plant to manufacture window glass and other glass products. Soon, locomotives thundered over the tracks laid across Pennsylvania and through the heart of what now is Jeannette. The shipping facilities, low taxes, and the ability to secure adequate labor were a favor for other glass-making factories to make this their home. Its history has been a story of rapid industrial growth. To glass was added rubber and foundry handicraft. With the years came added smaller industries, Jeannette would earn the name the Industrial City. Men and women began to call the city home. The community was on the way to becoming one of the most important glass manufacture centers of the world. Well, like everything else, nothing lasts forever. Eventually, the demand for glass products would cease. Due to cheaper labor and competition, some factories would relocate to other states. Others would close forever, standing vacant, and others would be torn down. The old vacant McKee factory would catch on fire and burn to the ground. A true piece of history would be lost forever. Today, as I stood here for just a moment, I would go back in time and remember my windows of the past. With the help of a high school friend, Ron Arinage, together we would visit one of Jeannette's last working glass factory.
Behind me is the Jeannette Specialty Glass Works in Jeannette, PA, one of the few remaining factories in western Pennsylvania where glass materials are manually handled and molded. This particular factory deals in high borosilicate glass used in airport landing lights, airplane flight light covers. It's a specialty item where this particular company provides products to the likes of GE and other electrical products manufacturers. It's interesting to note that about 4 years ago, this company introduced a semi-automated system to manufacture the same products that have been doing manually for many years.